What happens when a ghost story leads to a real-life murder? In 1804, fear of a spirit consumed a London neighborhood, and one man pulled the trigger on someone who wasn't even alive. Or so he thought. This is the story of the Hammersmith Ghost. In late 1803, people in the Hammersmith district of West London began reporting something strange. A figure cloaked in white, tall and silent, haunting the streets near the churchyard. Some said it had glowing eyes. Others claimed it wore a calfskin cloak or had a ghostly skeletal face. One pregnant woman was said to have collapsed and died after a close encounter. As fear spread, so did the hysteria. People stopped going out after dark. Children were kept indoors. And soon, armed citizens began patrolling the streets hunting the ghost. One of them was a 29-year-old excise officer named Francis Smith. On January 3, 1804, he loaded his shotgun and set out to protect his town. Just after 10 p.m., walking alone down Black Lion Lane, Smith saw it, a pale figure in white drifting silently in the night fog. Smith called out, warning it to stop. The figure said nothing. Smith raised his gun and fired. The shot rang out through the street. The figure collapsed, but it wasn't a ghost. It was Thomas Millwood, a bricklayer. He had just left his in-laws' house, wearing his usual white work clothes, white linen trousers, a white shirt, and a white apron. Francis Smith had killed an innocent man. He was arrested and charged with murder. At trial, Smith's defense was simple. He believed he was shooting a ghost. He never intended to kill a real person. But the judge didn't accept that argument. He instructed the jury that belief in a ghost, no matter how sincere, was not a valid legal defense for taking a life. Smith was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. But the story didn't end there. King George III commuted the sentence to 1 year of hard labor. Francis Smith was spared the noose. The case sparked a national debate. Could someone truly be guilty of murder if they acted on a mistaken belief? That question lingered in British law for over 180 years. It wasn't until 1984, yes, 1984, that a similar case overturned the precedent set by the Hammersmith Ghost trial. So what started as a ghost sighting became a legal milestone, one that asked, how far can fear go before it becomes deadly? And the ghost? It was never seen again. This is the Dark Chronicles. Subscribe for more true stories that sound like fiction. If you're still watching, comment "Ghost or Guilt" below and tell us what you believe.